Greetings, we are from Group 1. Would like to deliver a presentation about commercial vehicle air suspension system. I, Aaron Celestine Nisamat, as a group leader of Group 1, and these are my group member. There are three of them, Shafiq, Muhammad Aman Mukris, and Muhammad Izuddin. Without further ado, let's start our presentation. First, we going to introduction. Our background project is air suspension is a type of vehicle suspension powered by an engine-driven or electric air pump or compressor. Air suspension replaces conventional steel springs, and the purpose of air suspension is to provide smooth ride quality and height adjusting by driver's desire. The problem statement of our project is some automotive students are not familiar with air suspension system, which became the preferred choice by many commercial vehicle manufacturers. And secondly, the students also did not know how to conduct either service or repair on commercial vehicle air suspension. Then this is our project objective, to give a brief to the automotive students about commercial vehicles air suspension system and to show the automotive students the processes of service and repair of the commercial vehicle air suspension system. This is our project scope. This project was focused on the automotive students who did not familiar with the commercial vehicles air suspension system. And this is the significance of study. This project was conducted to give automotive students new knowledge about commercial vehicle suspension. Once they gain knowledge about commercial vehicle suspension systems, they did not hesitate to conduct service or repair on the commercial vehicle air suspension system. That's all from me. I will pass the next presentation to the next team member. Thank you.
Yes, welcome. Okay, my name is Shafiq and I will explain about the literature review. Okay, so this is the literature review for our project. So as suspension has been widely used in all types of vehicles, not only commercial vehicles. So for the commercial vehicle, it will be a good benefit to have a good air suspension and maintenance. So because air suspension provide improved cargo protection, which can help reduce claims for damage freight. Says Steve Hampson, Director of Marketing and Business Development at Harrison International. Furthermore, this air suspension can also expand the types of cargo that can be transported. So he notes that smoother ride also protects components such as lights and hygienes, leading to reduced maintenance costs. Okay. So another benefit for this air suspension is that they keep the vehicle, the air suspension keep the vehicle level, and at the same time the head whether loaded or unloaded. Alright. So next is keeping the vehicle level also reduced wear on vehicle tires. Says Graham Brooks, Director of Technology at Air Spring Manufacturer, Firestone Industrial Products. So if the vehicle is not in the riding level, so there is a risk of tires wearing unevenly. So therefore, requiring replacements more quickly. And so basically, a good air suspension will lead to a great product as it protects the loops with a good suspension that decrease the rate of damaging issues. Okay, so that for the next slide, I will give it to my teammates.
I will present about the methodology of our project. In this chapter, we will show the guide on servicing the commercial vehicle air suspension system and showing the process of how to conduct a repair on an important component that always has issues. These are the diagram of the air suspension of commercial vehicle, and these are the components in the air suspension of commercial vehicle. There are 8 major components that were listed in these slides. And these are the flowchart of service and repair of air suspension system, where the technician want to conduct service or repair, they will refer to this flowchart to whether conduct service or repair. And these are the tools, equipment that were used to conduct maintenance and repair on air suspension system of commercial vehicle. There were 10 tools, equipment that were listed in these slides. And these are the methods of servicing a commercial vehicle air suspension system. There are 4 steps that can be followed to service the air suspension system of commercial vehicle. And these are the method of replacing the air pipeline or hose line in the air suspension of commercial vehicle. There are 4 steps that can be followed to replace the air pipeline or hose line in the system. And this is the method of replacing the altitude sensor or ride height sensor in the air suspension. There are 4 steps that can be followed to conduct replacing the altitude sensor in the air suspension system. And these are the method of replacing the air below or air spring or airbags of air suspension system in commercial vehicle. There are 11 steps that can be followed to conduct replacing air below. In this slide, there are 5 steps, and the following are the following steps to replacing the air below of the air suspension. In this slide, there are 5 steps. For next slide, there are 3 steps from step 6 to step 8, and last slide is from step 9 to step 11 that can be followed to conduct replacing the air below in the air suspension system of commercial vehicle. That's all from me. I will end the methodology slide in here and will pass the next chapter to be presented by my other team member. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amal Mukris and I will be representing about result of service and repair and discussion about our project. So the result of service or repairing the air suspension system, air spring failure could be avoided and could be inspected before it gets cracked or blown. After that, air compressor failure could be avoided. Air suspension's air compressor also like aircon compressor, which could be worn out because of the component inside the compressor, which could fail to inflate the air springs of the vehicle. After that, airlines are secured and should be avoided leaks. This is because the airline is one of the parts that can easily leak. Usually, the airlines leak because it could rub against another vehicle part. Discussion. The advantages of air suspension. Why air suspension is better than other suspension? This is because vehicle could be driven comfortably. Next, it reduces the noise and vibration on the road. After that, the presence of air suspension could reduce the wear and tear on the suspension parts of the vehicle. Heavy vehicles could last longer with the air suspension system. Air suspension system improves the ride height along with vehicle speed and also allows the driver to drive safely. The disadvantages of air suspension. The cost of air suspension system parts could be expensive to buy, to replace, or to install. The weight and mechanism of air suspension could affect the vehicle's fuel efficiency. Air suspension system could leak because of failure of the air suspension tubing, which connects to the air struts or back to the air system. And why we choose air suspension on a commercial vehicle? This is because air suspension provides adjustable suspension, which could give load support by adding air when riding the vehicle fully loaded. Other than that, it can decrease the overall weight of a vehicle when it comes to driving under a tunnel or bridge with a specific height. That's all from me. Thank you. Okay, hello. I will explain about the analysis for our project. Okay. So for our project, we have concluded that almost all, all of the automotive students had a common basic knowledge about the vehicle suspension, but it was just a normal suspension assembled in normal cars, not for a commercial vehicle. So this project was being run out for a purpose, is to bring them closer to new knowledge about the suspension of commercial vehicles. So when this project is running, so they will know about two systems. The same system is estimation. Right. So this project will provide skills exposure to students in improving their knowledge about the suspension system of commercial vehicle and how to conduct service and repair. So once they gain knowledge about the commercial vehicles suspension system, so they did not hesitate to conduct service or repair on the commercial vehicles and suspension system. Okay. From this project, as we know that almost of the students will have a lot of knowledge about this suspension system and maintenance because we had included a flowchart of the system. So they will be easy for them to understand more about the progress that includes the name of the components, functions, and location of each component.
Hi, I'm Muhammad UTeM bin Muhammad Shahidi from the Group 1 to present about calculation air suspension. Commission is the most important to make sure everything component or part must need to repair or replace because some truckers or lorry cannot make a long last when to transporting heavy goods. A suspension can long last if a commercial vehicle driver know how to manage heavy goods and a mechanic or technician know how to service or repair an air suspension. That's all my present and my group team present. Thank you.